Anthony Hartwig here with a Springfield girls basketball player profile. I don't think this player needs much introduction. She's been the centerfold of YSN Springfield coverage for a long time, and it's Jamaica Brungard coming to us again for another player profile. Jamaica, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us again this year.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, now you are probably one of the more experienced players in the whole YSN family. You guys have played deep into the tournament every year. You've gone to at least the regional finals. Talk about what it's like to kind of have all that experience and to be able to lean on it this year in your last run.
Yeah, it definitely gives us a lot of motivation, but at the same time, it kind of gives us a lot of pressure at the same time because we've been there so many times. It's like kind of expected that we go back, but the experience is good. Like knowing that we know how to play in those situations.
I mean, when you're playing these teams that are trying to chase you, do you feel that pressure of everyone trying to be that one that knocks you off?
Yeah, definitely. Every time like somebody like beats us, it's kind of like a big deal, I guess.
And yet in the league, you are still running high and inside the MVAC. Let's talk about some of the goals that you set for yourself inside this season and what you wanted to kind of get accomplished this year.
Yeah, definitely winning the league again and winning another district championship, and hopefully making it pretty far in the run again.
This question kind of scary for people to play you, but we always see you get better every year. What ways do you think you've gotten better this year? What parts of the game do you think you've grown in this season?
I think that it's like my range of where I can play in the court. I'm not just like very down in the post now. I'm trying to like, dribble the ball more and be like kind of like more of a guard at sometimes.
So let's talk about this senior season. It's your last go around, last chance. What's it been like to kind of deal with the emotions that senior year brings?
It's been fun, but it's been a little sad at the same time, like knowing that like this is the last time, but it's been really fun.
I think every senior handles things a little bit differently. Has it set in yet that you're a senior? Have you kind of felt it yet, or do you think that it probably won't hit you until you get to like your last couple games at home?
I think I've like came to the conclusion like yeah, it's my senior year, but I'm trying not to think about it that much and just like trying to take it like one game at a time.
How much did going through a senior season already in volleyball kind of help you navigate what it feels like to be a senior in a sport?
I think it just made me like kind of motivate me a little bit to like work harder because like I said like this is the last time, so just like working harder.
So when we talk about senior year, not just on the court but also in the classroom, we talk to a lot of seniors. Some of them have set themselves up to kind of have a coast-worthy senior season with a lot of hard classes taken care of. Where do you sit in the classroom? Do you still have some tough classes to get done, or do you have most of that hard work taken care of your first 3 years?
Yeah, I really don't have any classes this year, hardly at all.
What's that like as a player to kind of have one year where you don't have to really, stress too much about school anymore and you can really just lock in on basketball?
It's like kind of good but kind of bad because I feel like my whole day I just kind of like sit around, but it's nice that I don't have to like go home and like worry about like getting assignments done or like staying up late and stuff like that.
You're sitting around all day. What do you do to kind of get yourself in that routine now that you don't have the whole school day where you're kind of focused on something else that isn't basketball?
Uh, I don't really know. I'm just kind of there. I'm just like on my go during school, so I guess not really anything.
At the start of the season, did you find it like tough to get in that mental mindset, or do you think when you showed up at the gym, it was same old when the senior season?
Yeah, I think it was just pretty much like the same.
And then when we talk about uh, just the things that you've accomplished, you're going to graduate, you're going to get that diploma, you're going to reflect on everything you've done at Springfield, whether it be on the court, on the volleyball team, on the basketball team, wherever it may be, or in the classroom. What are some things that you think that you've done that you're really proud of yourself for being able to accomplish?
Well, I think number one is just like being a part of like the team, like our basketball team, in these last couple of years, and like we made like school history, so I feel like that was like a pretty big accomplishment.
Yeah, when we talk about this basketball program that you're a part of, you guys have gone further than any other basketball team has ever gone, and you've done it multiple times. You're setting the standard for the teams of the next couple years. What are you as a senior class doing to try to let that bar sit there so the leaders of the next couple of years can take it, and there's no kind of void when you guys graduate?
I would just say like trying our best just to like lead by example, like during practices and games and stuff, just like showing them like the way like it works and like how we do things.
When we talked to you a couple of years ago, we asked you what leaders you were looking up to, and now here we are talking to you your senior season, and where you're the leader now that's being looked up to. What's it like to be that role model, to be the guy, the girl that everyone's kind of looking to kind of for that leadership to mold their game after?
I think that it feels pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like just kind of like being like on top and like having like experience under my belt.
Here's the other thing I want to ask about. This is not new because you've been the centerfold of this girls basketball team for at least the last couple of years, but definitely this year. You're the one that everyone circles when they're playing you. You're the person that everyone says we have to slow down if we want a chance to beat Springfield. What's it like to go into every game knowing that you're going to be the one that gets a lot of the attention?
Yeah, it's kind of annoying sometimes. Like I don't know, like getting double teamed and stuff. It like tires me out. But at the same time, I feel like it's almost like when we do win or when I do have like the opportunity like to score and stuff, that it just makes it like double like the rewarding, I guess, like more rewarding.
When teams focus so much on you, it opens up things for your teammates, and we've seen you guys take advantage of that already this season. What's it like to be to grow as you go on to into a player that is okay with that? They can say, hey, if they're taking me away, my teammates are going to score, and that's okay with me. We see a lot of players that have the ability that you do. They get frustrated when they can't go and get their points, but when you happen, you're more than happy to get it to your teammates. So what's that been like for you to go on that journey and to grow to a player that can be okay with that?
I just think that it just has like a big deal to do with like my teammates. Like I can trust them that they will make the right decisions and make the right plays. Like when I do kick out the ball or when I don't have an opening, just like trusting them and knowing that they're able to like make things happen.
I want to talk about this senior class because you guys have been playing together for a long time, and we've already talked about how much experience the senior class has in the tournament. What's it been like to just grow with these girls that are in your senior class and to go through this last year with them?
It's been amazing. Like they're like my best friends. So I feel like just since we were playing like since we were little to now, like and just seeing like all the growth and everything that we've accomplished has just been so rewarding.
Jamaica, we have to talk about the future. We don't want to see you graduate. We want to see you graduate, but we don't want to see you leave. We would love to keep you here forever, but that's the reality. You got to move on to the next chapter of life. What are some things that you have in your future? What are some goals that you have after you graduate?
So I don't think I'm gonna play in college, but I definitely do want to go to college and get an education. I think I'm gonna go into like dental hygiene, and I don't know where yet, but
What made you want to pursue dental hygiene? What stuck out about that career path?
well, I like and taking a class on like careers, and like that's when that like popped up, and it has like I don't know, it's just good options. And I wanted to be in the medical field, but I didn't want to be a nurse, so I feel like that was like the next best option.
And I know you probably juggled for a while whether or not you wanted to play a sport in college with the success you've been having, and I'm sure you were on coach's radar, throughout your career. What made it clear to you that that just wasn't for you, and that wasn't something that you were going to pursue?
I don't know. I kind of just feel like I need to find like a new purpose in life, like because I know I'm not gonna have sports for the rest of my life, and I just think that like now I'm just like ready to be done with it.
Now we know, even though if you're not playing, you can't turn that competitive nature off. So, what are some things that you think that are going to take over that competitive part of you that you're going to be, competing with now?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure that out, but I don't know.
Get into some open gyms and dominate in the rec league, right?
Yeah.
Uh, let's talk about some things that you find special about your family. I know we've asked you about your family before, and it's obviously a big name in Springfield, whether we talk about your cousin on the volleyball team with you with Balin and obviously Bo and what he was able to do at Springfield and this whole name that you guys have carried throughout the Springfield community. What's it like to be a part of this family? Give us again what makes it unique and what makes it special to you.
I feel like it's a lot of pressure at times, but um, I don't know. I just feel like I was able to like hopefully carry on the name well. Yeah, I don't really know.
I think it's safe to say that you've carried that name pretty well. And if you ever felt pressure, you never showed it. One of the things I love about watching you play basketball is you're so loose on the floor. You're always having fun. Talk about what it takes to keep that mindset and take things seriously, of course, but also have fun on the floor and be loose and not take everything so seriously.
I think that it was just like kind of like a mental block to get over because I didn't always like used to be like that. I always used to be like stressed and get down on myself, but I just kind of had to learn that it's at the end of the day I should be having fun with it, and that shouldn't be like that serious. So like just like be loose and have fun. It's like better than playing like
We
that
got to
way.
ask you about Coach Matisse one more time too. I mean, what's it been like to share this journey with him and to be under his coaching for the last 4 years?
Yeah, it's been such an honor, really. I don't think I could ask for a better coach, nor would I ever want a different coach. So.
What are you gonna miss the most about Coach Matisse when you graduate?
He's just a funny guy. He just says some crazy, funny things all the time, and we laugh sometimes. So I'll probably miss that the most.
I want to see this Coach Matisse sense of humor I keep hearing about because he is so straight faced on the floor when he's coaching. I got to get to a Springfield practice or something and see this sense of humor we hear about. Jamika, we want to end this profile the same way we do every time. We want to give you the chance to take the limelight off yourself for a little bit and shine on the people in your life that have been there for you, that support you. Want to give you the time to send out your shout outs and thank yous.
Yeah, I'd probably say thanks to my mom and dad the most, and then to my teammates, and then my like grandparents, my aunts and uncles, and just like kind of everybody.
Okay, we can't forget because we're doing this interview before Christmas, so you get the pleasure of having the Christmas themed questions. What's your favorite Christmas movie out there?
Oh, hands down, the Grinch.
That's the
Hands
second one
down.
we've had today with the Grinch. It's getting some tallies. All right, what about the song? What's your favorite Christmas song?
Um, Probably Mistletoe by Justin Bieber.
All right, and then we'll end it with what's the best Christmas gift you think you've ever received?
Um, I would say like a pair of shoes. Like I got like a cool pair of
I'm not even
shoes
going to
years
ask how
ago.
many shoes you have. You just give off the shoe nut vibe. Jamika, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate it so much. Wish you the best of luck the rest of the senior season. We hope it goes as far as it possibly can, and we look forward to talking to you real soon.